Hey guys, welcome to my channel, YouTube Success Strategies, where I help you start, build, and grow your YouTube channel. And in this episode, I want to talk to you about comments. And those are the comments that people can post underneath your videos. And I always like to say that probably the best thing YouTube ever did for the video creator is to allow comments under your videos. And the worst thing they ever did was to allow comments under your videos. And I see a lot of people starting out and they'll get real excited, they'll start a YouTube channel, they'll start posting daily videos, and then they'll stop. And I believe probably the number one reason that people actually stop posting videos is because of the comments. And for me, it was really tough at the beginning. I would say when you first start out, usually what you do is you send out emails to all your family and friends. Maybe you post on social media like Facebook or Instagram, and you say, hey, I'm actually building a YouTube channel from scratch. Come and check it out. And people start watching, and then your friends and family start commenting. And that's probably the best support that you can get on a new channel. But then the problem is once you start reaching the general population, there's a lot of people that, maybe don't like what you're doing, don't like you as a person, or probably, I'd say the number one thing is when you're first starting out, you're really bad, you're uncomfortable in front of the camera, and people are really harshly critiquing you, and it's kind of the process that everybody goes through. You're really bad when you start, and you have to realize that, hey, I'm not really that good when I start. Most people aren't that good when they sit down in front of the camera and start making videos for the first time, and you can definitely see it in the comments. And some of them, I'd say, for me, I would say 1 out of 20 comments is bad. It's not. Sometimes it's really hard to get over, I would say, some of those comments, and you kind of have to brush them off. So 1 out of 20 is kind of like a really negative comment, and then I'd say 1 out of 100 is one of those comments that it just keeps you up at night. It's just really. I'd say that's probably the hardest part of YouTube is dealing with the comments. And there's actually things that you can do to control the comments. And a lot of people don't realize this when they're starting a channel. You have complete control over all the comments. And what you can actually do is you can go into your settings and you can disable all the comments, and you don't even have to look at them at that point. But I find even through all the negativity, I still find there's a lot of positive, and sometimes it's hard. You get 20 positive and 1 negative, and the negative seems to stand out more than the 19 positives, and it's pretty tough. But if you really control your comments, there's other ways besides just blocking your comments. You can actually hold them all for review. And when I first started, I didn't realize you could block them or hold them, and when I was doing this, I was obsessed over the comments when I first started. And I was like, I got to get a handle on these comments. And what I would do is I go to my channel like every hour and look at the comments. And if there's a bad one, I delete it. And then people are like, oh, I saw that really bad comment. And then I saw it deleted. People saw, what I was doing on YouTube, trying to catch and delete the comments before everyone saw them. So you can actually go into your settings and you can go into hold all comments. And I'd say this works probably 95% of the time. So I'd say for every 100 comments, there's 5 that still slip through. There's kind of a flaw in the machine, a flaw in the program that actually lets some of those comments through. But for the most part, you can go through and then you can scan them. And you can go through and approve or deny each one. Then you can also say, all right, so there's certain keywords that people always are critiquing me on, and I'm tired of all the bad comments. I don't want them out there at all. You can actually put some of those keywords in a little text box, and every time someone posts a comment with those keywords, it'll actually hold that for review. So that's an additional layer of screening. And then on top of all that, if you get someone on there that's just blatantly really rude and swearing and obscene, you can actually ban that user from posting comments across your entire channel. And I've actually done that. Well, I got to the point where I had I probably had 12 people that were banned from commenting on my channel because of the language that they use. And as soon as if I see a comment and they're just cursing and swearing, I'll just ban them from the channel. And then, actually, when my channel started growing bigger and bigger and bigger, it gets to the point where I actually had a couple videos that went viral over on my Animal Adventures channel, and I had so many comments, it was unbelievable. So I sit down at night and I have like 100 comments, and I spend a lot of time going through all the comments, reviewing them, approving them, going back, and then I really want to be engaged with the audience, so I give everyone a little heart just to show, yeah, I actually read your comment. And then if they ask a question, I try to reply. And then so I caught up with all my comments at night. I woke up in the morning, I had another 100 comments in the morning, and I was like, I got to go to work. I can't even deal with all these comments. So then what I did is I was getting comments so many so fast that I couldn't even read them. It was pretty incredible. So what I did at that point is I actually went through and I unbanned all the people that I banned, and I changed my settings just to allow all comments because they were coming in so fast. And then after those viral videos kind of peaked and then died down, it was kind of a tent event. They call it a tent event when you see the views go up and up and up and up, and then they stop at a peak, and then they start coming down and it levels out, and it looks like a tent as far as the views across your channel. And I had a tent event where everything went viral just for a little bit, and you get a taste of what it's like to be further down the road than you actually are with all the comments. And as a matter of fact, you look at some of these really big YouTubers, like I actually saw PewDiePie, he's up to like 85 million subscribers. He actually did a live stream, I think it was just a week or two ago. And I just happened to catch it, clicked on it, and he was in the middle of a live stream. And the comments, you wouldn't believe the comments. They were going so fast, it was just like a blur. You couldn't even almost hardly tell that they were comments. It's like, wow, it's at that point, it's you don't even have time to go through and look at the comments. You just have to let them fly. And it's almost a better point to be, because then you're not bogged down on the comments. I see a lot of guys out there where they'll have like 2 million subscribers and they're still trying to go through all the comments and reply and do hearts and everything. And the problem is you get to that point and you're not really, I'd say you'd have to do more of a vlog style at that point, because really what I'm always trying to do is I'm trying to improve my camera and my lighting and my content, look for new and exciting topics to talk about that people will actually want to hear. and if you post a video and then you spend the rest of the day in your comments, you end up not really improving your videos over the long term. And the only way to really do that is to do like a lifestyle vlog kind of a channel, or have something that you really don't have to study and prepare for. So that's kind of my insight on the comments. And I'd say you pretty much have to have a tough skin when you're getting into the YouTube game, as far as dealing with the comments and actually viewing them and taking them in. So I'm not sure exactly what advice I would give you for a new YouTuber. I'd probably say to keep the comments mostly to yourself and try not to share them with anybody else. And that's probably one of the big things. It's really on the burden of the person who's actually creating the videos and going through the comments. And I actually told some of my family members about some of my comments and some of the details and everything, and they're like, there's no way I could do YouTube just because of the comments, which is pretty sad that it comes down to just the comments that shut most people down. And I think without the comments, you wouldn't really improve either, because there's a lot of things that I do that that drive people crazy, and I don't even realize I'm doing them. And then people comment again and again and again, and then it's like, and then I look back at my videos, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm actually doing this, and I don't realize it, and I can improve in that area. And it's interesting that nobody really commented about my camera and my lighting or my volume, my microphones, the equipment side of it. It's interesting that YouTube is pretty forgiving when it comes to your gear. as long as you can see me and hear me. I don't really need a really high-end, although I'm thinking about getting some high-end equipment, it's not something that people are really complaining about at this point. Although I have seen some channels where people are using cameras where you can't really hear the person, and that's really what you want to avoid. But the comments really help you to improve step by step. I would encourage you to look at the comments, and what I actually do at this point is I look at my comments like this is not a democracy. You don't get to voice your opinion and have it show up on my channel. At this point, I'm going through and I'm looking at each and every comment, and hey, if I don't like your comment, I delete it. It's pretty, And the other thing is a lot of people try to advertise their channels in my comment section. You definitely don't want to do that. And there's some people that do it over and over and over. And I'd say that that's one of the really negative things that you definitely don't want to do on other people's channels. It's like, hey, reptile fans, come and check out my channel, and then post a link. And I don't want to deflect, all the traffic from my channel to someone else's channel. And you really want to keep the traffic on your own channel. And it's not really the best way to promote your channel. As a matter of fact, the best way is, you have a great video. I've been doing videos just like it, and I'm getting some hints from you or something like that, where people look at your username and go, oh, he's got a channel, instead of just outright posting a link. But I would say just kind of hang in there, and the comments that are really bad, I would say I take them more as personal correction or personal advice that the whole world doesn't have to see. So every comment that I approve is a comment that's really meant to improve my channel. So I always look at the comments, and I look and see if that comment actually helps to improve my overall channel and my content. And if it doesn't, I'll actually delete that comment. And some of it's really controversial, so you'll have some people that are really against a specific topic, and I actually approve those because there's people that'll join in on the other side, and it builds this controversial conversation in the comments, which kind of holds people on my channel. But most of the stuff I delete now is more like of a personal attack or swearing or stuff like that. So I would highly encourage you to get a handle on your comments. Don't let them bog you down, and just keep plugging away. Focus on the content and the daily videos. So hopefully this helped you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.